morning and welcome to Mornings on Main Street for this Wednesday, the 26th of July. I'm your host, Stefanie Miller. Thanks so much for joining us this morning. I hope you're getting off to a great start. Here's what we have in store for you. You know, coming up this weekend, you have the 500 Sprint Car Tour coming to Nashville. We were able to sit down with female driver Taylor Fern. She talks to us about her experience in racing, what got her started, and some tips for the younger generation out there. After that, we're heading over to Fort Campbell to hear why the Christian County Chamber of Commerce has teamed up with the USO for this weekend's Run Rudolph Run 5K and 1 mile fun run. Now, it is free to run, but you're asked to bring a donation. We'll share with you coming up what donation you need to bring and who it is helping out come holiday time. But first this morning, let's get a check of our headlines and what you'll find on our website at mainstreetmediatn.com. 4 new emergency sirens are now up in Ashland City. Monthly testing will take place on the first Sunday each month at 2 p.m. The town has noted that the testing will be a wavy short alarm lasting less than a minute. Tests may be postponed if there is an actual emergency. Read more by going to mainstreetmediatn.com. The Fairview Nature Fest is set for September 23rd, and the community is being encouraged to participate. The community is seeking demonstrators and exhibitors that can take festival goers back in time, such as, maybe a beekeeper, butter maker, quilter, candle dipper, broom maker, and so many other areas. By going to our website, mainstreetmediatn.com, and clicking on Main Street Fairview, you can read the history of the Nature Fest and what they're looking for. Then Clarksville's first downtown distillery is now open. Three Rifles Distilling Co. has menu items that include an Independence Tennessee Bourbon Whiskey, Constitution White Rum, Revolutionary Rye Whiskey, and 3 naturally flavored spirits in the 1776 series. Now, the owner, Mr. Sean Ruth, was emotional at the ribbon cutting. You can read what he had to say and get the address for Three Rifles Distilling Co. by going to Main Street, Clarksville. Okay, let's get a check of our forecast with our friends over at Tennessee Valley Weather.
Good Wednesday morning to you. I'm Kelly Rawson here in the Tennessee Valley Weather Center with a check at your forecast for the rest of today. We will see clouds continue to filter in as we progress throughout the next few hours this morning, and we should stay mainly dry for this afternoon. I can't rule out a stray shower, but I do think we stay mainly dry. That line of showers to our north will fizzle out as it approaches us. However, again, we could see a stray shower or storm with temperatures in the 90s once again for your Wednesday afternoon, and heading into the evening we stay mainly clear as well. Here is your 7-day forecast from the Tennessee Valley Weather Center. We are looking mainly dry aside from a stray rain chance for the next few days, with temperatures gradually increasing from the lower 90s today and tomorrow into the mid 90s for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The best rain chances are going to be Sunday and Tuesday. However, it's still an isolated to stray chance at best. So overall, we are going to be mainly dry for the rest of this week.
Well, the 500 Sprint Car Tour is coming to Nashville this weekend, and that is where you will catch Taylor Fern. She's the driver of the number 55 Bradford Allen Sprint Car for Taylor Ferns Racing. Again, the action taking place at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway on Saturday afternoon. Taylor, thank you so much for your time and joining us.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm excited to be here and chat with you guys and talk about the ProDoor manufacturing a 500 Sprint Car Tour race this weekend.
You have so many race fans. There are so many race fans out there. What do you love most about what you do?
So for me, coming from sprint car racing and with an open wheel background, I love everything about motorsports, if you will, as far as the lifestyle, the speed, the adrenaline. And a lot of it also, like your common day workplace, comes back to the people that I work with and that you kind of interact with in the pits, and kind of the networking and relationships that I've built over the past 21 years. And so for me, it's a little bit of everything. And so I'm excited to kind of show that off to the Nashville fan base this weekend.
It blows my mind. I'm looking at you and you were sharing that you've been doing this since the age of 6. So for 21 years now, a form of racing. Where did you get that inkling to be like, oh, I want to do this. I want to drive a race car when I become an adult?
Yeah, no. So I grew up in a racing family.
Okay.
My maternal uncles race late models and stock cars. So a complete 180 from the form of racing that I do with open wheel racing. And so I just always kind of was around it. And I felt like I knew at a young age when I was around 4 that I was going to have something to do in motorsports. But since there's not a lot of, especially at that time, visible females within the industry, I wasn't sure what that might look like. And so when I was 6 years old, my dad drove me up to Lansing, Michigan, and I sat in a quarter midget for the first time. And it was instant butterflies. For me, that was my first love. And so, yeah, I've been doing it for 21 years now. I took some time off and I got my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, and I'm finishing up law school now. But motorsports is a big passion of mine and is a huge foundation of who I am as a person. And so I'm really excited for the race this weekend, and I'm looking forward to racing at the fairgrounds for the first time.
What an inspiration. I can imagine little girls looking up to you saying, I want to do what Taylor does one day. Who do you look up to? Who do you kind of pull from?
Yes. So for me, I've had the opportunity to be mentored by Lynn St. James, who was a pioneer and trailblazer for females within racing. She raced in the Indy 500 a handful of times, and I've been working with her since the age of 12. And so she's had a tremendous impact, not only for females in motorsports, but on my life personally and professionally. Aside from that, I was a big Tony Stewart fan growing up. And so, he kind of came from the USAC and the sprint car racing like I have. Mm-hmm. And so I've looked up to him my entire career almost as well.
So you've been doing the series for 2 years, am I correct?
Yeah, well, the 500 Sprint Car Tour rebranded last year. So for the tour in general, yes, 2 years, but I've been racing sprint cars since I was 14. So I've been doing it for a long time. I won my first sprint car race that I ever started too. So little fun fact.
Oh, wow. No, but what was that feeling like when you win that first one?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I kind of surprised myself. I mean, I was a 14-year-old girl, right? I'm racing against these grown men. And, my kind of ambition at the beginning of the race was, finish the race. I knew we had a fast car, so try to aim for the top 3 and pass for the lead with like 5 to go. And at the end, I was like, oh my gosh, did I just win this race? My first sprint car race. So,
I did that.
Yeah. And so it surprised myself. But I mean, I've won like probably over 15 sprint car races total in my career. So that was just that just got the ball rolling, if you will.
Well, let's talk about some of your finishes. So like just noting a few and, pop in whenever you want. So like finished 8th in point standings in 2022. Right now you're currently 7th in points. I'm sorry, what does that mean?
Yes, so throughout the season, the 500 Sprint Car Tour, we race about 9 to 10 races.
Okay.
And so the way points work is that each race you kind of accumulate a certain set of points, right? So for qualifying and your finishes and your main event. And so the points ranking is basically a collection of your entire season. Okay. And so, we haven't had a lot of luck the past couple of years as far as like cumulatively as our season goes. And so, I always kind of joke and say we're not points chasers. So I think in that regard, we're always going for the win. And so we don't have to worry about being kind of in the points, right? So we'll compete. We'll try to contend for the win, right?
My husband would be shaking his head right now. He'd be like, I've told you this. I've told you what that means. And then you have best finish of 2nd at Anderson Speedway. That happened on April 8th this year. Best qualifying position of 2nd at Anderson Speedway. That was in October of last year in 2022. That's incredible for you. Are there any that I'm not noting or that I don't have access to?
No, as far as the 500 Sprint Car Tour goes, I mean, those are my best stats. I always try to plug in that, like, I obviously since the tour rebranded, I've won like auto value sprint car races, which is like basically the same form of stuff that we're doing now. But I know I got to get that 500 tour win. So hopefully everyone will come out to Nashville and they'll witness it on Saturday.
I'm rooting for you, Taylor. Taylor, yes, take that home. You're the driver, you're the one out there behind the wheel, but I'm sure this can't be done without a team.
Yeah, no, 100%. And I'm the team owner too. So I'm the driver and the team owner. So it takes on extra responsibilities, but obviously wouldn't be able to make it to the racetrack without my incredible crew, my crew chief, and all the additional help that we have. And then with In addition to all my sponsors like Bradford Allen, Mobile One, 1-800-CALL-SAM, there's so many components and complexities that go into racing. And so I'm just so grateful to be in the position that I am today. And hopefully we can park the 55 Bradford Allen sprint car in Victory Lane. And also a huge thank you to ProDoor Manufacturing for helping facilitate this and putting this race on.
Oh, wonderful. And last couple questions for you. What is your warm up? What do you do before getting in to get set for the race? Do you have a routine?
So I guess like right before the race, I'll kind of just keep to myself, if you will, and kind of think like pre-race thoughts as far as what I might be able to expect, or like based on where I'm starting, like maybe map out different ways that the start can go. But I always kind of joke and say, no matter as much as I planned before and they drop the green flag, it always ends up going like some schematic that I didn't even intend on. And so that's racing, right? But yeah, definitely just try to keep calm and just like come from a place of peace, right? And just make the most out of it.
Oh, that is great. Any advice for young girls out there that may be looking up to you to say, you know, either want to do that or, you know, they aspire to do something? What can you say to them?
Yeah, for me, as cheesy as it may sound, just follow your passion, you know, and your instincts will tell you what that is. And oddly enough, when I was younger, I knew I loved racing, right? But kind of it's about the group that you surround yourself with. Like my parents recognized at such a young age that motorsports was my passion. And it honestly truly is like 21 years on. And so it just comes back to pursuing your passion, never giving up. Literally, there will be so many people and obstacles that will be thrown your way in life, aside from like pursuing whatever you want to do. And so I just kind of take those as tests, right? Like how bad do you want it? And just overcome it, because there will be people trying to come at you, or just like things that will try to prevent you from trying to reach your dreams. But you just got to keep going.
Taylor, thank you for your time. We wish you the absolute best this weekend at the 500 sprint car happening at the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. Guys, if you're heading out there, look for the number 55 Bradford Allen sprint car for Taylor Ferns Racing. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It was great to chat with you.
Wonderful chatting with you, and you're welcome. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We'll have more right after this.
Sparks will fly and smoke will roll at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway as America's favorite short track roars back to life Saturday, July 29th with a return of high-speed, non-wing open-wheel sprint cars for the first time in almost 20 years. The ProDoor Manufacturing 40 joining the 500 Sprint Car Tour will be the Jake Sari All-Stars Tour presented by Chevrolet Performance, plus all 6 local quarter-mile divisions. Get your tickets for the return of high-octane racing action at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway.Racing.
Y'all, I'm serious right now. They have a dragon here. I saw it. But no, they don't. There's no such thing as dragons. I swear, I saw it. It had huge claws. Get out of here. It had eyes as big as the moon. Come on, I'll show you. Wait up. Do you hear that? We're almost there. Whoa! I told you so. That is a dragon.
There's a lot to consider when it comes to choosing a Medicare plan. That's where Health Markets Insurance Agency can help. Independent licensed insurance agents who work with Health Markets can answer your questions about the different parts of Medicare, when you can enroll, benefits, costs, and more. Speak to a local licensed insurance agent today to get started on your Medicare journey.
Welcome back to Mornings on Main Street. I have the pleasure of sitting down with Kristi Murtha. She's Director of Military Affairs with the Christian County Chamber. And so happy to have you to share with us the Run Rudolph Run coming up this Saturday.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome. Are you ready to go for this run?
We're so ready.
What's so beautiful about this is donations that will be made will go back to the USO. And you know all the important work that's done by the USO. We've heard from Jarvis many, many times. So first off, tell us, what can we expect on Saturday morning?
So Saturday morning, we've got a great 5K half of it is on the gravel, so don't worry about your feet. It's a soft surface. And we also have a really fun 1 mile walk, really family friendly. It's a shaded area. I think that actually a lot of families don't know it's here. So they've asked questions, how far is it from post? 5 minutes. It's right outside the gates. You're going to take a left right by Valor Hall, but it's a great location. Rudolph will be there. Santa might make an appearance.
Wow, in July.
In July. So I've told my children as well. I said, hey, Santa might be checking in, making sure that we're listening to our parents, just to say hello. So maybe another opportunity to get some good behavior during those summer months.
Oh, I love that. What do people need to do to be able to run in this 5K?
So it is free if you'd like to bring an unwrapped toy. If you would like for us to purchase a toy for you, you can register for the $15. But we do ask that people register just so we know what to anticipate. We've got little fun antlers and red noses for everyone who participates, and then some other little swag items as well.
Too cute. What sort of donations are you looking for? Like what type or age range? Does it matter? Toys, clothes?
I would say the age range, I mean, every year that this event I have worked at, I will tell you, I've worked at probably 5 or 6 events. It's one of my favorite events of the year, the USO Holly Jolly Holiday. And there's tables set up for all the kids, their parents really, so they can pick a toy for each of the age ranges. So I think anything that you enjoy or your child enjoys, to get a head start on what they will need at the end of the year, be open to whatever your kid likes, bring what they like.
Fantastic. Just a couple of the things that we have here. We have jump ropes. We have this cute little sloth. I don't know why I'm just loving this sloth right now. Books and games, all good items to drop off and make that donation. How many people are you expecting?
We hope a couple hundred.
Okay.
We've got 30 families right now that are registered. And so you don't have to have a gift for every person. We want to encourage that this is a family-friendly event. If your family wants to make a donation, do that. You don't have to register every single person. This is supposed to be fun. We're trying to get a head start on donations this year, so that we set the USO up for success.
Last couple of questions. Where do people register?
So they can go onto our website, our Christian County Chamber, and then it's Military Affairs, or you can go on our Facebook page at Christian County MAC, M-A-C.
Fantastic. How did you guys make this connection with you at the Christian County Chamber and the USO?
We support the USO quite a bit, but I'm also a military spouse, and the USO has a very dear spot in my heart. They have saved me in airports with small children's, really other installations. They've supported me when my husband's been deployed. So it's something I'm passionate about. And when I say I work this event every year, I've done the check-in, I rarely see over an E5 family come to it, which just shows me that the families that really need help are the ones that are reaching out for the help. So seeing that and being able to give back, our Military Affairs Committee is really committed to helping other organizations on post, and we do a lot of things with the USO.
Fantastic. Well, thank you for what you are doing with them. Again, you have this Run Rudolph Run this Saturday at 8 o'clock in the morning. That address for you, it's the Oak Grove War Memorial Walking Trail. I have a little cheat sheet here if you can see my eyes looking down. It's 101 Walter Garrett Lane. Be there, bring out that donation, and just have a really good time. Make sure you have some water and hydrate. Kristi, is there anything else that you'd like to share?
We would just like to say a quick word from our sponsors, Forterra. We want to thank them. They made it so that all of the donations, toys and fiscal money that comes in goes directly to the toys. So nothing is covering our race costs. They did that. And then we partnered with Blue Star Families, Oak Grove Tourism, and of course the USO.
Fantastic. Again, if you don't have time to go shopping, a monetary donation is most definitely appreciated, and they will shop for you. Stick here with us with Mornings on Main Street. We have more coming up right after this.
You can't see the sights without the sounds. From the crack of the bat to the roar of the crowd and everything in between, discover what Hit City has to offer. Spend your nights cheering on the Nashville Sounds at First Horizon Park with giveaways, fireworks shows, theme weekends, and more. Single game tickets are on sale now. Visit NashvilleSounds.com to claim your seat today.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
They said I wouldn't make it without a college degree.
They said only a man could be a roofing executive.
They said a former addict always relapses.
They said my amputation would keep me out of roofing.
They said never give an ex-convict a second chance.
They said I could never be a leader.
They said I couldn't support my family as a single mom.
At Rackley, we say they're wrong.
Want to change the world? Change it, one roof at a time.
Welcome back. So we just heard all about the Run Rudolph Run happening this weekend in Oak Grove, and the donations being made is going back to help the USO come Christmas time, which is always a wonderful time. You know, Ann Jarvis, she's been with us many a times, but she's going to share with us the Christmas event that they have where these donations will be handed out.
Yeah, so we've got the Holly Jolly Holiday event happening in December.
I made her say that.
Holly Jolly Holiday event. It is a mouthful, but it's super fun. Basically, families come in and we have loads of toys, stocking stuffers, and they get to choose one or two toys per kid. There are no room restrictions, but usually the amount of people that we have are lower enlisted, which is great. You know, we want to be able to help where we can. And they come in, they get all kinds of fun things. We also, some come with just the parents and some come with their whole family. So we try and do things for kids as well. And we've got lots of holiday programming happening. So stay tuned on our website for all of that. But the Holly Jolly Holiday event is our biggest. And thanks to the Christian County MAC, Military Affairs Committee, we're going to get toys starting in July. So this will be a super fun event and we're excited to get
Starting this Saturday.
I know.
That's incredible. So could what you guys do be done without partnering with
so
the chamber there?
Yes, we collect toys from all over, so from different businesses. So we've got boxes wrapped in holiday paper. You know, a couple local businesses. Appleton Harley Davidson is another big supporter. So if you're not able to make it to the run, come late November, December timeframe in Appleton, and you can drop off toys there. The Burn Boot Camps have been really supportive and putting up toy bins for us, as well as Love Blood Inc. So yeah, we've got quite a few community supporters, and you can always just come and drop them off at the USO too.
And you know, one or two items really does go a long way. You know, if there's so many people pitching in to make those donations, you know, that one or two that you can do is fantastic. How many families do you serve at Christmas?
Around 500. Yeah. So, but across all of our holiday programming. So we do a lot. Last year we also had Rudolph and the Snowman come from the Gaylord Opryland Resort. They came, so hopefully we'll get to see whatever they have this year for that and bring them out, and it's always kind of adds another level to our event.
I love it. You know, of course, we'll be checking in with Ann beforehand to get all the who, what, when, and where's, you know, closer to time. For those that want to make that donation and they can't make the run, you said they need to wait until November until they see some of the bids out.
They can always drop off toys if they're shopping and they feel like picking up something. Just let us know and we can either come pick it up or they can drop it off at the USO. But we'd love to see you at the Run Rudolph Run, though. That would be fabulous.
And once again, that is happening this Saturday at 8 o'clock there at 101 Walter Garrett Lane in Oak Grove. So be sure to head out for that. If we want to follow the programs that you have coming up, where do we go?
Our website is the best place for campbell.uso.org, or follow us on Facebook and check our events section.
And always a treat, always a pleasure. Glad we were able to get a little bit of time. Stick with us here on Mornings on Main Street. We're not done yet. We'll be right back.
Tired of hanging lights every year? We get it. That's why Southern Nights is here to help. We install programmable lighting on your home or business so you can enjoy beautiful, customizable lighting all year round. No more ladders, tangled lights, or cold nights outside. We do the work, you do the celebrating. Call Southern Nights today and take the hassle out of holiday lighting forever. For a free quote, give us a call at 931-241-3074 or visit our Facebook page at Southern Nights.
Did you know that up to 80% of us will experience back or neck pain during our lifetime? Many of you are offered surgery or addictive pain pills to relieve your chronic pain. At the Dr. Gill's Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief, we have been leading the way to better health, naturally, and have helped tens of thousands of people right here in Middle Tennessee for the past 30 years.
I came to Dr. Gill about 10 years ago after my local doctors recommended surgery. I knew about Dr. Gill and wanted to see if he could help me. 10 years later, I am pain-free, no surgery, and no pain pills.
Surgery is scary, and over 40% of all back surgeries fail, creating a cycle of surgery and pills. There is a safer solution to your chronic pain. Make the call to the Dr. Gill Center for Back, Neck, Chronic Pain Relief today and get your life back. This office visit is normally $299, but call today and receive your initial consultation, report of finding for just $49. But hurry, this offer won't last long. Call 615-768-8743. That's 615-768-8743.
Welcome back. If you're looking for some fun this weekend on Saturday, you can head out to the Nashville Fairgrounds for Food Bar Summerfest happening there. What you can expect when you go out: from 11 to 6, you'll have a variety of food vendors. This is also a great way to connect with the Nashville soccer community. So again, that is at the Nashville Fairgrounds this Saturday. Head on out. If you'd like to get on the water this weekend, looking for somewhere to paddle, whether it be kayaking, canoeing, maybe any other outdoor activity, some of the places to check out: you have Duck River, Harpeth River, Buffalo River, Caney Fork River, Piney River, Elk River, and the Red River. If you haven't been out to experience any one of those, well, maybe this weekend is the time for it. Whatever you do, have fun and stay safe. But we look forward to seeing you back here on Thursday morning. Until then, have a good one.
Hockey in Music City just hits different. It's one big honky-tonk party. It's the sea of gold in the crowd, the goals, the saves, the celebrations. It's an experience like no other. Experience Predators hockey all season long. Visit NashvillePredators.com/season tickets and join the Loyal Legion today. That's NashvillePredators.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Bridgestone Arena.
Who wouldn't love a stuffed booster? I know I sure would, or any sort of sound swag, all of which can be found at Nashville Sounds Pro Shop. The Nashville Sounds and Main Street Media Television would love to invite you out to Sunday Family Fun Day, each Sunday home game. You can also register to win free tickets by going to your favorite Main Street Media website. Register to win, and then we'll see you here at the ballpark.
Main Street Sports Today strives to bring you the most timely and comprehensive coverage of sports news and more from Middle Tennessee and beyond.
We cover the teams you care about from preps to pros and bring some of the most influential voices in sports to keep you in the know.
Tune into Main Street Sports Today each Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Download the Main Street Media TV app.
Custom Stone Handler supplies over 600 distributors and suppliers with quality stone products. Along with River Stone, we produce and distribute over 100 building, landscape, and other bulk products. Our goal is to provide quality products, service, and partnerships to ensure our customers' success. We firmly believe that the measure of any person or company is how they treat other people and customers. Give them a call at 931-490-4990 or visit CustomStonehandlers.com. Mid-Tennessee Bone and Joint treats your orthopedic injuries and existing conditions. Our trained physicians will get you back in the game faster. Contact us at 931-381-2663 or www.mtbj.net.